Welcome. Today is Wednesday. North Georgia Now Today on Wednesday is always what?
F-R-E-D-D-Y.
F-R-E-D-D-Y. F-R-E-D-D-I-E is usually a woman's name. And you ain't no woman.
Not hardly.
You're not hardly. Now, you ain't woman enough. That's what Loretta'd say, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
If she was after a woman that Ben would do. We're going to be after your hearts today to share a recipe. Heart of the Home started here in this area, 4-minute segment, almost 7 years ago. Now, that's just really weird to me. It's like this 7 years has just flown by. In this time, you have shared your recipes with me, and I have shared them with other people by doing a cookbook. Well, Genius here shared a recipe with me the other day, and I went, you want me to do what to that cornbread? And I thought, he is goofy. He is just goofy. You just don't put something crispy and crunchy in batter and bake it. And boy, did he make me look stupid, because it is really good crackling cornbread. Now, we're going to put, when I got the ingredients out today, you put mayonnaise in it? I do put mayonnaise in it.
I have too, but I didn't think that you put mayonnaise in it. That's the reason I was surprised. It's not that I was shocked that you put mayonnaise in cornbread, because I've done it too.
Yeah, it adds a little richness, it also adds a few calories, but a tablespoon does a whole pan. And I have had the most peaceful something coming on with me lately, because my Aunt Louise passed away, and she was like my favorite. She was like my mom/aunt, just a good mentor for me. And I have a lot of her dishes now. And this tiny little pan, it's like when I go in my kitchen and I open a drawer and I see her dishes, I feel good. I mean, I just feel good to have her there with me. And I found this perfect little pan to make this cornbread for two. Now, it will only make it for two unless you have 5 kids who are on some anorexic type diet and they're eating this much cornbread. So, but it is the perfect little portion for 2 people. If you want to do it this big for your family, you can do that. Just keep adding ingredients. I brought Mayfield milk, egg, mayonnaise, white lily cornmeal mix, and what else? Cracklins. And they're not really cracklins, they're pork skins, but it makes the best crackling cornbread. And I like
It's hard to find good cracklins.
Absolutely.
A lot of them are tough, hard, and
I mean, I've seen people who broke a tooth off trying to eat cracklins. Yeah. So these things kind of disintegrate, and they're easy to chew, easy to digest. They're so good.
And a lot of people may not like crackling cornbread, but they might like pork skins. So if you like cornbread and you like pork skins,
here you go.
Try it.
Well, we also brought Karen Deaton a head of cabbage that was about, is that about right? 6-7 pounds at least. That was kind of, probably 6 or 7 pounds. Big head of cabbage. The gardens are doing very well. I brought Miss Martha Terry some green beans.
So you mean to tell me that Dawn weighed about 3 pounds more than that cabbage did that I just brought in?
Yes. Now, you know why I screamed so loud? And I said yesterday I was at a pain level about like being dilated to 8. Today it is much better. But this is the 3rd day after idiot, I overdid. If you ever have a knee injury, do you know in old age it comes back to haunt you? And I was swimming, and swimming is low impact, so you don't realize what you're doing. And then 8 hours later, boy, do you realize. But I'm better today, and I'm not in a fit.
Let me give you an example of what she does. Let's say that this finger right here is her right leg.
Oh, God.
Or maybe I should say this is the right leg, because which way on TV would that be the right side?
I reckon.
Look at it and see.
Whatever, I guess.
Let's say that's the right No, I got to do it this way.
Okay.
Let's say this is the right leg.
Yeah.
This is the leg that's hurt. This one is the good leg. Well, when she goes to step up on something, she uses the bad leg to put pressure on it. I said, you're doing it backwards. You need to use your left leg and get up, and use your left leg to get your body up on the step.
And we were talking about somebody last night, and I said, she was really short, wasn't she? And you said, yeah, she got something on me, because I'm pretty short. And I have But this knee is getting better. So thank you for everybody who said get better. We're praying for you. Y'all must be praying hard because today I am having very little trouble with it. Now Sunday night and Monday morning I'm thinking I'm headed to the hospital, but just working it out and working it out and working it out, and I'll go back swimming tonight. So there you go. Now, we've seen a lot of gardening. You saw a snake yesterday. A lot of snakes out. If you're out, if you're pulling weeds, if you are gardening, watch for. I think the hot June, it must have the snakes a little bit irritated because they're everywhere. So be careful if you're outside. And we gave you some hints about chiggers, and if you have hints about old-timey remedies, old-timey things you can do, it's fun to share those ideas because I remember one where somebody told me to take a brown paper bag, soak it in vinegar. Yes. Have you ever heard that?
Put it over your head?
Yes.
I was just kidding. You said brown paper bag and I said put it over your head.
I know what you said. One of the kids had a headache years and years ago, and Granny Harris said take a brown paper bag and tie it to your head. And I'm like, I am not doing this to this 10-year-old kid.
I know people that puts kerosene-soaked rags around their ankles
to go chigger, yeah.
To go chigger hunting.
Yeah, to go chigger hunting. That's right.
To go blackberry
when you're picking blackberries and you're hunting chiggers. That's right. There are a lot of things in summer you have to be cautious about. The big hornets, tons of big hornets out now, tons of wasps out now. Bill says the yellow jackets are out. With summer and the vegetables and the fun come some things you have to watch for, and snakes are one. Now, if you describe the snake that you saw yesterday, do you think a viewer would know what kind it is?
I'm sure somebody would.
Tell me what it looked like.
Well, it was
Little.
about that long. It was black, and it had from head to the tail a yellow streak down all the way down.
What do you think it was?
I don't know. Dawn said it was a chicken snake. I don't know.
Now, does a chicken snake only eat chicken, or does it like barbecue too?
I don't know. It was around the chicken pens where I saw it.
Okay. Okay, if your gardens are coming in, we're going to give you some more hints on canning in the next few weeks. We challenged the ladies who were here the other day to go now and process their new foods. Come back and share ideas. Each one of them shared recipes or ideas with each other. They also shared it with y'all. And several people have asked for the pear relish recipe. It's in my cookbook, and today we're going to give away one of the cookbooks. I will also make sure that that recipe is on my website. It is so simple, but you have to have. And I guarantee you, every single person watching us today knows somebody whose Aunt so-and-so has got an old-timey pear tree. You have to have the old-timey pears. And why in the world you've never tasted this is beyond me. Because Ralph Ray will tell you, it is good stuff.
When was the first time you ever ate it?
About 25 years ago, the pear relish, yeah. I've been making it a long, long time, but somebody gave me a pint of it. So, if you share your bounty, then other people share that recipe, and it goes down year after year.
I thought this was a Gail Ray special. I thought it was.
Oh, no, I gave Gail the pear relish recipe. Yeah, she did the relish that was so, so good. And today I found in my cookbook there's a recipe for microwave pickles. So we've been challenging you young ladies who might be in your 20s and your early 30s, you've never done canning. There are some quick and easy canning recipes too. Now there's some stuff like hominy that is hard. Kraut is time consuming. You know, we're trying to get you to do this stuff without being so intimidated that you're scared to death. We don't want you to shy away from canning, and I will tell you, at the price of food, they talked about it a lot on the news last night. With the migrant workers after July 1st possibly not being here picking the crops, there will be Georgia crops in the field that absolutely rot, you know, and a box of potatoes or tomatoes at the farmer's market will go from $12 to $20. So that means if you have a garden spot, if you have a yard, if you have somewhere you can just put out some tomato plants, you better grow your own because things are going to be a little more expensive this year. Have you ever wanted to go out and pick stuff in the hot sun for 12 hours a day?
No.
No. You know, I think that's the problem. A lot of people aren't willing to do that, but now they're looking at using Georgia prisoners to do that or Georgia parolees. I'm not sure. There was a lot of issues talking about it on the air last night, and I thought, Why didn't they come up with that years ago when these, I don't want to say low impact prisoners, but when these prisoners who are white collar crime are sitting in jail for tax evasion or fraud or whatever, you know, take them out and let them work the fields. But we have had, we have depended on migrant workers for a long, long time. And without them, I don't know what's going to happen to the Georgia crops, but there's a lot of hype at the farmers market. If you haven't been to the Atlanta farmers market, go. Have you ever been?
Nope. Been by.
It is really, really cool, and you can pull up to every different shed, and there's a different farmer who specializes in something. Like I used to go to one certain man to buy Crowder peas. We used to go to one certain person to buy white half runners, and we can say today, Miss Martha Terry's going to get herself a bushel of white half runners.
Well, which one was it?
What?
Crowder peas.
Crowder. Oh God, it's Wednesday, y'all. And I tell y'all, you know how quiet he was last Wednesday? That intimidated me so bad.
It would.
You know it would. To see him just sitting here. So now, can you?
told me to be quiet, so
So you did. Can you tell me why you came up with this recipe for cornbread?
Because I love crackling cornbread, and I couldn't find any cracklings that was tasted good enough, so I thought, well, I wonder what this would taste like.
Right.
Because it's pork skin, you know, and what is
It is.
cracklings?
Pork skins. It is. Every day of the week it is.
So,
Can y'all tell I've been taking a new Zyrtec? I've been taking Zyrtec D, and it worked real well, except it kept me up all night. So I've gone back to the old-timey Zyrtec, and now I'm choking up again, and it just cracks me up. The good one keeps me awake all night long. It's great. Works. My head clears up. The bad one lets me rest at night, and then the next morning my head's all stopped up. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, we've got a new camera guy today. We're not sure we're going to keep him or not. I don't know. You know, he's been at ETC about 10 years, but he's new on camera today. So, Dave Garner, when you see the credits, you will know that Dave Garner is here. You know, a couple of years ago, we did something to help raise awareness for our friend, Hans Ruffert. That day, we had Dave Garner dance. Julie did the robot. Who else danced?
George Robbins.
George Robinson. We had some
and
people.
Lance Adams. Is
Lance
that his name?
Adams, yeah. Lance Adams danced. This is a family. ETC is a family, and it is truly neighbors serving neighbors, but more than that, this is a family who cares about each other. And during this time, everybody loved seeing Dave dance.
He can get down.
He can. Now, he's got a new dance he wants to
Yep.
share with y'all, and we may just put him front and center right here. I don't know. But, you know, this is family, and we are, if something happens to somebody else, everybody rallies around him and they care. Everybody rallied around Hans Ruffert. It is so strange to see this young man. We watched a special. Was it on YouTube or on the hospital's website?
I don't know.
It's about MD Anderson, and it is our friend Hans. And when you see him, because I knew him since he was 4 years old, when you see this healthy, big man who started right here at ETC, sitting behind the first news desk. Many of the people who work here at ETC have been here forever. They knew Hans from the moment he sat down for that, was it 5 minute or 8 minutes, something just short little show. And he began what we are now doing 10 years later. Dave Garner's been here for a lot of that. You see him behind the scenes. You see him doing sports. He is like the sports fanatic. He is, he is all about sports, but now he's in here helping us. So this family of longtime employees, sometimes new employees, come together and make this work. That's what makes us different from other people. We can ask you to pray for folks. I don't think if we were NBC, ABC, or any of those folks, we would have a prayer list. What you reckon? I don't think so. Because somebody would call in and whine about it, and we can't do that because we want you to ask for prayer. We want you to pray for your neighbors. I'm going to ask a very, very special prayer for a young lady who is in the hospital in Fana, and she was just brought back from Erlanger, where she is in recovery. Miss Margaret Mason was in a very, very bad four-wheeler accident, and she is I'll just say she's over 60, and we'll leave it at that. But she was out on their farm, near their farm, and was hit by a car and is very, very lucky to be with us. But she is in total recovery down at Fannin. If you could please, you know that family, you love that family. If you can tell me what the Mason family is famous for selling, and you happen to bush hog with one of them. So there you go. If you can, and if you
I happen to bush hog with one of them.
you bush hog with one of the things they sell.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Not the Masons. Yeah, you take the Masons out. That's good. Oh, that's good. If you're going to
Well, I
have
would
family-
think, I am naive or ignorant or whatever, but if I don't understand where you're coming from, I just don't think the viewers would
Okay,
either.
if you go up on 515 and you look to your right, you will see what the Masons are famous for. Call us at 866-939.
I've recently had to visit them.
You recently visited them. Call us at 866-939-2329, and you're going to win a copy of what? What is
Diane
it?
Green, we'll have a good time.
We'll have a good time. Call us at 866-939-2329 if you know what are those Mason folks famous for. And also, we'd like to ask you to please continue to pray for Mary Anderson. She and Grady have been married 62 years now. We were lucky enough to have them with us as they were married 60 years. They have been through some hard times. They have lived through, made it through, and survived things that most people would have given up on. Mary has been at home now for about 6 months, and she is doing well. Your prayers are making a difference for her. But she doesn't get out and go like she used to, and that's really, really hard because she was a go-getter. So please continue to pray for Mary Anderson. It is Mason Tractor. Mason Tractor, and they are known for what kind of tractors? Kubota and what else?
Is it Mahindra?
I don't know. I'm not the farmer. You can tell by
don't know if they
looking,
have
I'm not
Mahindra
the
or not.
farmer. But they
Kubota
are.
is what I have, so
Yeah.
that's...
They have been in the tractor business a long, long time, and you
Yeah.
know and trust that family. And we ask you to please pray for Margaret Mason and for a full recovery for her. It was an accident that could have gone very different. Now, who was the winner? Rochelle Griffith, okay. All right, and she won a DVD of We'll Have a Good Time. And today we're going to give away the cookbook. When we do the crackling cornbread, we're going to give away a cookbook. So pay attention to the things we talk about. You know, when Heart of the Home came here, it was a 4-minute little blip-it. And Lori came out to the house and we shot them and it was edited and it was very time consuming, and by the time you do this and you do that and you edit and da-da-da-da, we're not going to edit today. So what you see is what you get. We've got the ingredients over there. We're going to slap those things together. Karen's got the oven hot. We're going to run that little pan, my Aunt Louise's little pan, around to the oven. We're going to stick it on the top rack. We're going to pray that cornbread gets done before we go off the air. So,
It won't.
yes, it will. Now,
Nope.
if the oven's hot,
We still got stuff to talk about, so...
if the oven's hot, it will. Now, be positive. What did Joel say? Surround yourself with positive people.
If it's an oven like yours, it won't be.
Well, I hope it will. We are going to take a break.
Not yet, we're not. We've
Okay.
got things to
Here,
do.
okay,
We
go
have
ahead.
got, I don't know about you, but I got things to do.
Go ahead, do
All
it.
right. I want to say a good morning to Bertha. I talked to my sister Cherie last night, and she said that she goes to church with you at
Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill. Yeah, so I want to say a good morning to you, Bertha, and I'll try to get Cherie every chance I get.
And Bertha used to eat at my restaurant 100 years ago.
I believe her last name might be Molinax.
I think so, yeah.
So, good morning to you, Bertha. And also, I want to let everybody know that my nephew Slade Hillhouse joined the church yesterday. He was
Right.
saved last year, but not at the church. He went to revival last year and thought, I think Carrie said that he was saved at the church, but still was not sure, but he was saved at home and later told that. So he's joined the church and will be
Good family.
baptized
Good family.
Sunday. Yeah, and also, this just goes to show how good on birthdays I am. I thought I had niece, nephew, or something that had a birthday in June, and I believe I do.
I believe you do. Keely Hillhouse. Hey, Keely, good morning. Happy
Happy birthday,
to
Keely.
you. Okay.
Love you, little girl.
Okay.
Got another birthday?
Edith. Oh, Lord, I wish I could tell what that is. Edith is 82, and Edith Davis, there you go. Edith Davis celebrating her 82nd birthday, and is it from Ray and Judy? Okay, Edith Davis, happy birthday to you on the 16th.
And got a couple of more birthdays.
Okay, now is Jill Hulsey's birthday tomorrow?
I don't know.
I think so, Mary. If I'm wrong, call me, because it's on my BlackBerry, honey. My BlackBerry's out there in the phone. But I'll figure it out before tomorrow. But I believe it's Jill Hulsey is going to be celebrating 7 years
Oh,
old.
well, happy birthday. Also, today is someone's birthday. Today is what day? June the 16th?
15th.
15th?
15th.
Whose birthday's today?
I can't even pretend to know.
Happy birthday, Fred Wyndham.
Happy birthday, Fred Wyndham. I'm so sorry. He is the producer, director of Heart of the Home. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid.
Didn't I put her to shame, Fred? That's what I meant to
Happy
do.
birthday, Fred. Happy birthday, Fred. What a wonderful, wonderful time we've had together. You know, he picked up Part of the Home and went with it as a 30-minute program after we started here at 4 minutes. We have had so much fun. We've had so many recipes that I'm like, I don't know if this will work, and it always worked. So.
And it would, don't forget to call him today and wish him a happy birthday. It would be good if you could send him a My Video talk video.
We can do that.
Well, I don't know if we can or not. I
Maybe
don't know
we
if I
will.
remember how or not,
Maybe
because it's
we
been so
will.
long since I did one. But I also wanted to let you and the viewers know that today would have been Tina Arp Smith's birthday.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So it'll be a hard day for her family.
Yeah.
It will be a hard day for her family.
Yeah,
What
everybody
an
think of
amazing,
the family today.
yeah. What an amazing young woman, and what an impact she made on Jasper. And we have a young lady who is celebrating her 104th birthday. Ella
Wow.
Allen, happy birthday to you from your neighbor. And to Inez Kirby, who is celebrating her 89th birthday from her sister Dorothy. So happy birthday. And this is a ball ground phone number. So there you go. Inez Kirby, happy birthday to you. We're going to take a break, and we're going to go to our sponsors now, because I have glanced at the clock, and I know if I don't get this cornbread whooped up right quick, it ain't going to be ready. I would hate to make him right. Now, that just would not sit well with me. So we're
Most
going
of the time I am. I don't know why she don't get used to it.
most of the time,
fact.
he is right. He is. We're going to take a break. We're going to go to our sponsors, to my friend Rich Scott, and I'm going to remind you, if you have fruits, vegetables, corn, you name it, maters, taters, put them on trading time. It's a great way to sell your products. So there you go. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly, and we'll be over there whooping up some cornbread.
In today's changing world, some things should never change. Time-honored compassionate services are what families have come to know with Roper Funeral Home. Our professional and courteous staff offers traditional services, cremations, as well as advanced funeral planning, which relieves the burden from those we love.
Hello, I'm Kevin Roper. If you have any questions about the services we provide, we invite you to give us a call, stop by, or better yet, ask a family who has used our services.
Staying in tonight? Want pizza? Then call us, we deliver. That's right, at Papa's Pizza to Go in Ellijay, we have the cure for your hunger. Either dine in or let us carry it out. Give our new square pan pizza a try. We're delivering the best pan pizza you'll ever taste. And don't forget our all-you-can-eat buffet, delicious subs and spaghetti made fresh every day. Let us bring you a delicious meal, or bring the kids in to enjoy our game room packed with the latest games and prizes. Dine in or give us a call for delivery. Papa's Pizza to Go in Ellijay, open 7 days a week. We're still celebrating our 50 years in business at the Bargain Barn, your outdoor sports store and more. Get unbelievable deals on firearms for the entire month of May. See our selection of big green eggs. All of our new lines of clothing and handbags are in for the summer. Visit our redesigned showroom filled with fishing supplies, boats, and kayaks. And don't forget to stop by and register for our $200 gift card drawing in June. We look forward to seeing you soon. We're the Bargain Barn, Highway 515 in Jasper.
All kinds of great new things to tell you about on the Encore edition of ETC3's Trading Time. Coming up this morning at 10, right after North Georgia Now Today with Cherie Martin. Pickup trucks in the spotlight today. I have a 1998 Toyota Tacoma, a Ford F-250 4x4 crew cab truck, and a classic 1985 Chevy C10 Silverado in restored condition. Looks great. Also available today, a handmade left-handed fiddle, a Donkey Kong arcade game like the one at the arcade, some Mountains Lodge style furniture, a solid oak roll-top desk, barred Plymouth Rock pullets, and free rabbits. You never know what you're going to find on ETC3's Trading Time. I'm Rich Scott. Whether you watch the encore at 10 in the morning and midnight or the live show seen at 5 in the afternoon, Trading Time is the place to be if you're looking for a bargain. We invite you to call in your sale items during the live program at 5 o'clock, or you can list your items and shop online anytime at our website, www.etctradingtime.com. Chances are whatever you're looking for, whatever you need, you can find it among the more than 1,100 items on the Trading Time website, all for sale right here where you live in the North Georgia Mountains and in the Copper Basin. Now remember, the Trading Time Encore is seen at 10 in the morning right after North Georgia Now Today with Cherie Martin. We'll be back this afternoon live at 5 o'clock with an entirely new show and a whole new list of great things to tell you about. It's live local television that you find only here on ETC Cable TV. Now back to Cherie and North Georgia Now Today.
And that stuff, we're ready to go.
Oh.
Here we go, y'all. We are ready. We're standing over here arguing about the way you do Crisco. Now listen, you know, isn't that typical?
Well, I wouldn't have thought you'd have put that much. My goodness.
You know, that's why I'm the cook and you're the helper.
It certainly shouldn't stick, that's for sure.
Okay, now y'all, we have got white lily cornmeal mix. And to this, I'm going to add an egg. There you go. There's my egg, big boy. Now, you want to talk a little bit about Crisco and why everybody needs to use Crisco?
Because it'll make you proud every time you ask Loretta Lynn, she'll tell you.
Okay, y'all, I'm putting a big old dollop of Blue Plate mayonnaise. There's my dollop of Blue Plate. And I use Mayfield milk. Y'all know that. You know, we got to do the Mayfield. Now, let's stir that bad boy up.
Gotta make Scotty proud, huh?
Got to make Scotty proud. And this is egg, cornmeal mix, and Blue Plate mayonnaise.
Now this is, I'm getting tangled up in Rich Scott's.
Now don't you do that.
I guess I noticed that we're at Rich's set.
We are, and we'll trade you this recipe for any recipe you've got. So if y'all have got some simple
on my
recipes.
fingers, I can't get the bag open.
Oh, Lordy.
Whoop.
Now, this is the texture of the cornbread mix so far. We have got
I busted the bottom out
egg,
of it.
we've got egg, mayonnaise, cornmeal mix, and some milk. Now, here we go. I'm going to show you. Now, you want to eat a couple of these?
No.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
now if it's this size, you don't have to break it up. But if it's the big ones, I just break it in half a couple of times. There you go. There you go. Now this is just pork skins. And somebody likes a lot of them. And sometimes I'll make it and he'll say, how many did you put in there? I don't think you put enough. So I'm going to show you. I pretty much I covered the top of the cornmeal. You reckon that's enough?
Probably so. You can stir it out and see.
If that's
But just
enough?
make sure that if you do this, to not crunch it.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be pretty much just, yeah.
I mean, I guess it'd be that okay that way if
There's your texture.
people that you know has a hard time chewing, but these are pretty soft. They're
Oh,
not
it's
nothing
awesome.
like cracklings.
No, no.
The
Okay.
texture's not.
Now here's Aunt Louise's perfect little pan. There you go. Now this will take about 20 minutes to cook, and we're going to go put it in the oven at 400 degrees. So this will be ready in about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. This is a serving for two, and obviously you can duplicate, you know, you can add, you can, whatever you want to do to make enough for your family. But there you go. Cornmeal mix, an egg, Blue Plate mayonnaise, Mayfield milk, obviously. And this is a $1 bag of cracklings from the dollar store. So very simple. Is that pretty easy?
Simple as that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break and go to the community calendar, and in about 20 minutes, we're going to taste this hot out of the oven cornbread.
I thumb my way from LA back to Knoxville. I found out those bright lights ain't where I belong. From a phone booth in the rain, I called to tell her I've had a change of dreams, I'm coming home. But tears filled my eyes when I found out she was gone. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in the Smoky Mountain rain. I waved a diesel down outside a cafe. He said that he was going as far as Gatlinburg. I climbed up in the cab all wet and cold and lonely. I wiped my eyes and told him about her. I've got to find her. Can you make these big wheels burn? Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in the Smoky Mountain rain. I can't blame her for letting go. A woman needs someone warm to hold. I feel the rain running down my face. I'll find her no matter what it takes. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. Keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky I thumb my way from Ellijay back to Knoxville. I found out those bright lights ain't where I belong. From a phone booth in the rain.
We're back. We're back. That was fun. That was easy.
Yeah.
So simple.
It's gonna be smelling good in here
So
shortly.
good. And the thing is, I make that little tiny pan because that's my Aunt Louise's pan, and I love using her little stuff. But you can make it, you know, if you want to make it for a church get-together. And I guarantee you, honey, when you show up at church with that kind of crackling cornbread, ain't nobody else got that there. They just don't have it. It's really, really good. A lot of people make Mexican cornbread, and they add different ingredients. Oh, well, we'll just have to kill him.
Well, now that they're probably wondering, well, kill who for what?
Hensley broke my aunt's pan. No, we're kidding. If he had, I'd be leaving here and I'd be over there choking him out. We are family. ETC is a family approaching 10 years old. There have been some good days here. There have been some sad days here. There have been some bad days here. We've had days that thunder and lightning was so loud you couldn't even hear what we had to say. But we know we have touched you. Yesterday I got the sweetest email from Barbara Taylor up in Ducktown. She's been in the hospital, and she said it's like my year started off and it was going to be good, and I've been in the hospital time after time after time. And she said that Brother Matt's message really, really touched her. We know that we have made a difference in your life, but I can guarantee you, you have made a difference in my life too. And last night, I got to escape from desk prison. And desk prison is where I go when I leave this set every single day. I go, and I'm not a desk person. I don't like sitting there. I don't like listening to the phones all day. But I'm also very blessed to have a job, so I do it. But last night I escaped from desk prison for 3 hours maybe.
Yeah.
And it was so, so good. And it was to spend time with our friends at the Ellijay. And we got to talk to Joyce Goss. And I thought to myself, for 40 some odd years, she has been helping her neighbors. She has been smiling when things were really, really tough and really, really bad. But she is a very positive lady. And she told us about a trip she made up to West Virginia and what a difference the folks in West Virginia made for her. Every single one of you sitting out there can make a difference in someone else's life. You can do a little tiny something that will touch somebody else. And you know, it's like Lois Chastain showed up with us homemade hominy the other day, and then she brought us homemade fig preserves. Every single person out there can do a little something for somebody. Gail crochets. Gail Ray crochets the whole world. Everything around her is crocheted. This girl works and works and works, and because she's battling with arthritis and different issues, she is comfortable sitting and crocheting. So she shares her goods with other people by giving them as gifts. Every single one of us has a talent. If you have gorgeous flowers in your yard right now, get yourself a good digital camera and go out there and capture the moment that a bee lands on your flower and share it with your children as Christmas gifts. You know, you don't have to go out and shop. You don't have to go out and shop. What did...
I missed Bob and Evelyn and David last night.
Right. We didn't know. It was kind of one of those last minute
Ernest
fly
and
by the
Betty.
seat of your pants, and next time we hope to plan it. But with my life the way it is today, there aren't many plans made. And most plans that are made end up getting canceled. And you have had to adjust to this. We'll be going somewhere and I'll say, well, can't go, have to get out of the car, go back in and go to work. That's a tough lifestyle. But it's also what it takes to survive. And we are all in survival mode.
Or in the middle of dinner, have a truck crisis or something.
In the middle of dinner, the phone rings a lot. But very blessed to have a job. Very blessed to have a job because we're in an
Do you
economic time.
Notice any white in my hair anymore?
Yeah, is it turning your hair white, Bubba?
Trucking.
It may be. But we are so blessed to be surrounded by you. We are so blessed to have you in our lives. I would love to share some music with you today that I love. Angel Spirit is one of my favorites. The Barker Brothers. There's no way I can describe what the Barker Brothers mean to us. They are going to be in Nashville again in the very near future. They have been invited back to Nashville several times. They are making a big hit. These are kids who went to school in the Basin and touched so many lives because teachers will tell you today, that's a really good kid. That's a really good family. So we want to go to the Friends. We'll have a good time. And we want to share some of the Barker Brothers. We want to share some of Angel Spirit. We want to share some of the Diplomats. We surround ourselves with good folks because that makes a difference in how your life is. And Joel says it best. He said, you know, if you're around a bunch of negatives and all you hear is you can't do that, you won't achieve that, you can't accomplish that, then you need to just gently move away. Don't create a big scene. Don't do a big blow up. Just gently walk away and close the door gently behind you, but keep the door closed and start new connections. The new connections I made have been amazing to me. I mean, I think about what y'all have done for me. The Barkers wrote the theme song to Heart of the Home. Heart of the Home had been on about 3.5 years before it had a theme song. Do you remember the first music that was on?
Certainly do.
Well, Fred Wyndham chose that music, and I liked it, but I kept telling him, I said, Fred, I really want my own theme song. And the Barkers sat down, wrote the words with never seeing the farm, although I had told them, I said, there's a screen door at the farm that I just love. And so it starts from that. The Barker brothers and their mother produced, recorded, and did this video. It is amazing, and I'm so, so proud of it. So every time you see the newer Heart of the Homes, you get to hear the theme song that was done by your friends, your neighbors, folks you go to church with, the Barker Brothers. It has now been heard worldwide. It is a very catchy tune, and that's what I love about it. When you hear it, you say, it's time to run to the TV and watch Heart of the Home. So the Barker Brothers really made a difference in my life, and I remember the first moment they played this song, I went, whoa, you're dead on perfect. So to them, I cannot say enough thank yous.
And if you watched the Heart of the Home that was on the night before last, I believe it was, you'd have seen a pregnant Freddy Brackett.
Because you have a shirt you didn't like.
I liked the shirt, I just didn't like how it was. Wrapped around my body, I guess you could say.
It was funny. But it is one of my favorite Heart of the Homes. It is with
I looked
Shirley.
like I'd been eating a lot of crackling cornbread, I'll tell you.
It is a program with Shirley Singleton. We did not plan that day because I knew had we planned it, she wouldn't be able to pull it off. When she got to the live shoot up in Fannin County, I said, Shirley, I would really like to do this. She had no time to think about it. And that was the only way you got to hear Brady's story from Brady's mother. If we had planned it, we could not have pulled this off. She could not have held it together. But Brady's story has been now shared worldwide. Please go to YouTube and just type in Brady Singleton, and you will get to watch the music that Jennifer Danner wrote. It is amazing music because she knew this child. She personally knew this child, and she wrote this song for him and for his family. There are people around you that can make a difference in your life, but you can also make a very big difference in their life by doing a little tiny something. You may not be an award-winning songwriter, but you could can them something, you could cook them something, you could crochet them something. Make a difference in someone's life every single day. If it's a smile, if it's sharing a poem with them, and to Clint Chapman, we're going to get you that poem today. Do something, a little something, because I promise you it will come back to you 10,000 times. We're going to go now to my friends, so proud of them, love them so much, to the Barker Brothers from Copper Hill, Tennessee. We don't have it. What are we waiting on? Christmas?
Well,
It's on. We'll have a good time, you know. Okay. Okay, they're going to load it up.
Jennifer in the booth didn't have it because she was probably not even told by Cherie that she was wanting it played this morning. She just springs it on. Oh, we're gonna play it.
I did.
And they're supposed to read your mind, just like the viewers are supposed to read your mind a while ago when you said, "I'm gonna kill him."
You're what?
When you said you were gonna kill Danny for breaking, you know, all you said was, "I'm gonna kill him," and the viewers are sitting there, gonna kill who for what?
It says fundraiser on it, and it's real easy to find. It's right there
gotta
in the
hurry.
book. I kept telling them, yeah, we're going to play the Barkers now. We're going to play Angel Spirit now. And I'm thinking, this is a hint to the crew. Crew, wake up.
I guess
Sorry.
that's one way of keeping them on their toes in there.
Yes, it is. I should have gone in there and placed it in their hand and said, this is what we're going to do today.
Well, that's what you usually do, ain't it?
I usually do, but I figured as smart as that crew is, you know, that I wouldn't have to do that. So there you go. I goofed. Do you smell cornbread cooking yet?
Don't smell it.
No. Well, tomorrow we're going to have a lady with us who, if my life story were a movie, she would be the person I would choose to play my mother as a young unwed mother, and to play me as a troubled teen. How else would you describe my early years?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I know it. It was rough.
Let's see, was I even born?
Hush now! Boy, am I going to get him.
I was living, 2 years of your teenage years?
I don't know,
Yeah, I
but
think
you'll
so.
remind me.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But Heather's going to be with us tomorrow, and when you meet her, if you've gone to Facebook and you saw the picture of me at 19, when you see Heather tomorrow, you will understand why I would choose her to be me and to be my
Wasn't
mother,
she
because she looks
pretty?
like it. Wasn't she pretty? Friends
We'll
DVD.
have a good time.
You know,
Yeah.
this DVD,
She may not have one back
Raiser.
there.
Yeah, it's in there. Okay, all right.
But
We'll
as I
find
was
it.
saying, wasn't she pretty?
Thank
and
you.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, Purdy.
No.
No.
Wasn't she pretty?
Oh, like I'm not now. Thank you.
Ain't she pretty?
Oh, he's so good to me. Okay, we're going to get this music up in a minute. It's in there in y'all's case. Golly doodle darn. Okay, we play it every week. All right, we're going to get to it in just a second. The cornbread is cooking. If you have recipes, simple recipes that you changed something about, maybe that you added, maybe that you took away. If you do a cake that you've added some really weird ingredient and it's like a secret recipe, give it to us and we'll share it. Won't we? Then it won't be a secret anymore.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay, we're going to give away this cookbook. Earlier in the day, we talked about my favorite thing that I've eaten a quart of in a month. Well, that quart, he never even tastes, and I don't understand how anybody could be around a quart of this stuff and not taste
Well,
it.
I've not been around it.
Well, I'm going to get you around it.
The first time I was around it was the other day. That's the only time I remember being around it.
Well, it's good stuff, and if you can tell
You know,
me...
if you can eat a quart in a, what'd you
Month.
say, in a month?
In a month.
You know, I guess that's why I'm not. You've ate it up.
I'm eating it up. I only have 3 quarts left from last year's batches, and we're going to have to make some more. If you can call me and tell me what is the recipe that I told you you have got to try. It's hard because you have to find these certain ingredients. Call us at 866-939-2329, and it goes with soup beans and it goes with cornbread. The way I eat it, I take my little crackling cornbread and I put me a big old spoonful of black-eyed peas or turnip greens on top of it, and then I put me 2 big old spoonsful of this stuff on it. It
Well,
is good.
Ralph Ray said that he loved it on hot dogs, but I thought that I heard him say he could just eat it out of the jar like
He eats
that.
it out of the jar. It is that good. Call us at pear relish. Pear relish. Pear relish, and it is made with old-timey pears. Do we have a winner? Brenda
Penley.
Penley. Well, congratulations.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. Congratulations. It is a recipe that is in my cookbook. It is not real simple, but it's pretty simple. It's onions, old-timey pears, a little bit of seasoning, sugar, vinegar. You cook it, you clean your jars, you have your jars hot, and then you seal it in them. And it will, okay, onions, pears, sugar, green peppers. I use some hot peppers, vinegar, salt, celery seed, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and then cook it 30 to 40 minutes. It is so simple. It is so good, and it will impress everybody.
And don't Mama have a recipe in there?
Mama has
Or
several
what?
recipes
Oh,
in there.
several? Oh, okay.
Yes, I think she has a chocolate cake recipe.
And Selma and Carolyn does?
No, they're on the calendar. They're on the
Okay.
calendar. That's right. But if you have simple recipes, please
So
share
Mama's
them with
not
us.
in here, hers
Not
is
this
on the
cookbook,
calendar.
on the
Okay.
calendar. Yeah, her cake actually made the cover of the calendar.
Yep.
And I stood there, and this warm cake comes up in my face, kind of like that cornbread's doing in there in the oven right now.
She
Here
brought
we
it
go
right before the show.
to my friends, the Barker brothers from Copper Hill, Tennessee.
Brethren, we have met to worship and adore the
for sinners till our God makes all things new. All is vain unless the Spirit of the Holy One comes down. Brethren, pray, holy manna will be showered all around. Will be showered all around. Remember when the storms were raging, how Jesus was so sound asleep. In deep despair they woke the Master. He calls the winds and the waves to cease. I want to stay in the boat with Jesus. I want to be close by his side. I know if Jesus is the captain, we'll make it safely to the other side. Now when the storms of life are raging and it seems there's no hope inside, remember Jesus has the answer. His touch can make your skies turn bright. I want to stay in the boat with Jesus. I want to be close by his side. I know if Jesus is the captain, we'll make it safely to the other side. I want to stay in the boat with Jesus. I want to be close by his side. I know if Jesus is the captain, we'll make it safely to the other side. We'll make it safely to the other side.
Thank you.
Our friends, the Barker Brothers, be sure and check them out. They will be playing all around the area during the summer and into the fall. Then those smart boys are headed back to college. But check them out and know that each time you see one of the newer editions of Heart of the Home, they are responsible for the theme song. Love the theme song.
Now is Wesley, is he away now?
He went to
wherever?
Ireland, and
Yeah.
I think he's back now. I think he was
Okay.
only supposed to be gone a week or so. Okay, we have a couple more birthdays. Alexis Taylor, happy 18th birthday from your grandmother. Happy birthday to you. And to Alex Bell, happy birthday from Mom and Dad as you celebrate 17 years old. I would like to be 17 again. But would I live the same life over? I hope not. I hope I would have learned. But to be 17, it is an amazing time in your life. Okay, we've
If
been...
I was 17 again and know then what I know now,
No, now what you knew then.
something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. I'd make a lot of changes.
You would. I know. We all would. But you know, your life is what it is, and it's what you make it, and it's about choices. Make the right choices. I want to share a recipe that's in the cookbook. We talked about pickles and pickle failure. I am like the pickle failure queen. Sweet, crisp cucumber pickles. This is my Aunt Louise's recipe, and it's on page 11 in the cookbook. So if you have this cookbook, this is one of the recipes. When she would bring them to my house, they were crisp. So one of the few pickle recipes I knew that worked. But she started with lime. It's a lot of trouble, but it's a good recipe. So if you have my cookbook, go to page 11. And this is sweet, crisp cucumber pickles. Y'all bring me that cornbread. Yay! You can set it on top of the, yeah. Okay.
Well, that handle don't look a bit broke.
Woo, it don't look broke. Look at that. Look at
Thank you,
that.
Karen.
Look at that. This is crackling
Wow, don't
cornbread,
that smell good?
Freddy Brackett style. Now, I would never have thought of putting meat skins in
And
cornbread.
look how easy it is to cut. I mean,
Look how good this stuff is gonna be.
You just cut right through all of them
You do.
pork skin cracklings.
You do, and remember, a recipe is only a beginning. So if you decide that you want to put cracklings in yours, if you decide you don't want to do the mayo because it does add 1 tablespoon of calories, if you decide you want to put some jalapeno peppers in it, you can.
And it got done before the end of the show.
It did. I love when a plan comes together. Thank you, Karen Deaton, for helping us with this. Thank you for tuning in every day, and thank you for sharing your recipes. One of our favorite recipes is the peanut butter recipe, I think, that Joyce Kern sent us. It was a great recipe, and we've shared it with so many people. Please do something for somebody else. Make somebody a tiny pan of cornbread and show up next door to your neighbor and say, I was just thinking about you.
Danny Hensley gonna come eat a piece.
I don't know, somebody's going to have to. It's hot, and I can feel the heat coming off that. So
Yeah.
very, very simple recipe.
Boy, it smells good.
Tomorrow, Heather will be with us, and we're going to talk about, she has a program on NBC. This is going to happen. She's in a movie. She is one of these people who saw what she wanted and went after it. That's very important. Do not sit at home and let anybody tell you you're going to fail. Accomplish what you set out to do, and guarantee you it's going to be a great life and a great ride. From North Georgia Now Today, I'm Cherie.
I'm Freddy, and let's enjoy this
Let's
crackling
enjoy
cornbread.
this crackling cornbread. We'll be back in just tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, as we always do. And remember, here comes my buddy, Rich Scott.
See you later.
I've got a peaceful, easy feeling.